him, but about moving my skeleton through him. So likewise, you have to have that same feeling even when you're on one foot. If I'm on one foot and I have the feeling that I want to create separation, like I want to move him away from me, or I want to move my hand away from my body, then it becomes that, where it's just like pushing. All right, and since you haven't heard the spiel before, very quickly, I know you guys have, but it doesn't hurt to hear it twice. Okay, most people think about hitting, whatever external hitting they're doing, as basically taking the rocket ship and blasting it off from the launch pad, right? Here's the rocket ship, I want to blast it away from the launch pad as hard and fast as I can. Sometimes they'll like give a little boost by like shoving the launch pad by a hip twist or something, but it's still that same idea. This is the launch pad, my torso and legs, this is the rocket. And that really, when it comes right down to it, that's limited by how much fast twitch muscle recruitment you can get. Okay, even if you like kind of get like more acceleration from there, it's still a matter of just accelerating this away from that, which is very limited, especially as you get older, broken down, injured, whatever. Okay, the way we want to think about hitting is the whole skeleton is the rocket. So when I'm hitting, I'm not moving this away from anything. Every bone in my body, boom, is going into whatever it is. Whatever the point of contact, bam. Okay, even if it's something like this, right? It's not this moving away from this, or especially rotating on this. Every bone, boom, is going into that. Okay, when you put a drop on the end of it, and then again, this can be very, and that just has to go, I was just gonna say, this can be very small. Doesn't mean I need to go like, boom, right? You could say that that's getting every bone into it to a certain degree, but it's just like, just from here, if you notice every bone, there we go, right? Or boom. And even if it needs to be a close range like this, boom, still every bone is part of that motion, okay? Even if it's not moving far, boom, even if it's just kind of dropping here, I'm not thinking about moving this away from me, because that creates that pushing fast twitch muscle effect. It's taking your entire skeleton and just making it collide with his, wherever it's going to be. Okay, so so the same idea exists here, right? This isn't about projecting him away from my body. All right, this is about just taking my bones and kind of moving all my bones inside him, but doing it within, if I'm on one foot, this very narrow range of balance change. You know what I mean? So here, obviously, you have plenty of space to get your skeleton moving through his. Same thing is here, but it's a lot smaller, which is kind of the idea behind this, right? We contact flow, let's start out like this, it's a big motion, whatever, boom, 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 moving with everything. Eventually you want to be able to do everything kind of minimal motion, right? But you notice still everything coming from here, right? Not just standing here, throwing hands, because he's going to get beat if I do that. Okay. So go ahead, keep going.